Good morning, dear students. Welcome back again with a new session after the exam. We are moving with lesson number standard 8, lesson number 3, force and pressure. Lesson is divided into two parts, force and pressure. Today we'll be dealing only with the one part, that is force. Now, according to Newton's first law of motion, any of the object will remain in its position unless and until someone touches it or some external unbalanced force is applied to it. This is Newton's first law of motion. So the statement comes out like this: every body continues to remain in the state of rest or in uniform motion. Here uniform motion means if the vehicle is in the uniform motion, so it will be in the state of uniform motion unless and until some external force like brake is not applied. It will be in motion. So every body continues to remain at rest or in a uniform motion unless some external unbalanced force acts on it. Further, forces are of different types. Contact forces. The force acts on two bodies through an interaction between them. For example, a man pushes a car to move, means man and car both are in contact with each other. Then boy playing football, boy and football both are in contact with each other. A dog pulled her by her master. The dog master is pulling the dog. So here two objects are in contact with each other and the force is applied. Such type of force is called as contact force. Non-contact force. A force is applied between the two objects even if the two objects are not in contact. Such force is called as non-contact force. For example, magnetic force. When two magnets are brought near to each other, they either try to repel or attract each other. That is called magnetic forces. Then gravitational force. An object falls. Suppose a mango falls from the tree. It comes on in downward direction because of the gravitational force. Likewise, though both are not in contact with each other, still the force is being existing. So that is called as non-contact force. Then friction force. It is a force exerted by a surface on the object moves across it or makes it appear to move on it. Now, for example, when two bodies are rubbed against each other, the force is generated or heat is generated. That is also one type of friction. Now, if friction would have not been there, then heat would have not been generated. We are walking on the road, on the way, because friction is created between the foot and the wall, and therefore we are able to walk properly on the road. So sometimes a person fell down when he put his leg on the peel of a banana, because in that case the friction between the peel of banana and the person is very less, as a result of which the person is unable to balance and may fall down. So here friction plays an important role in our day-to-day life. It is a force exerted by, for example, while walking, we push the ground behind with our feet, which is possible because of the friction. This force is useful in daily life. A person tends to slip over banana peel on the street because of a less friction. Then balance force. If two individual forces are of equal magnitude and opposite direction, the force is said to be called as balance force. Like for example, tug of war, when rope is not moving, then that is called as balance force. If two individual forces of unequal magnitude, they are applying in the opposite direction. Unequal forces in opposite direction, then such type of force is called as unbalanced force. Best example is tug of war. When the rope is not moving, at that time it is balanced force. When at one side the force is more, the rope is moving in that direction where force is more, that is called as unbalanced force. Now, based on this, several observations have been given out. Let's see what are the observations based on this type of forces. If several forces are applied on an object in the same direction, the force equal to the addition acts on the object. For example, when a big grain storage container is required to slide on the ground, it becomes easier if two person pushes rather than one person. If two person are pushing the big grain, uh, bag of grain together in the same direction, it will be easier rather than one person pushing it and sliding it out. Then if two forces are applied in if two forces are applied on one object in a direction opposite to each other, the force equal to the difference acts on the object. Like for example, tug of war, forces applied in opposite direction, and if equal forces are there in opposite direction, the rope does not move. So that is called the difference of the force. Now also force is expressed in the terms of magnitude, where the magnitude of force is less or more. That is also being observed in the case of tug of war. Then speed and direction of a stationary object changes when the force is applied. So speed and direction will change when the force is applied. Inertia, tendency of an object to remain in the existing state is called its inertia. That is why an object remains in the state of rest unless and until an external force is not applied. Also, the object continues to remain in a state of motion unless and until some external force like brake is not applied. It continues to be in the state of motion. Now, such type of force we call it as inertia. Now, inertia is of three types. Yes, inertia of state, that is, every body continues to be in the state of rest unless and until some external force is not applied. Inertia of motion, every body continues to be in the state of motion unless and until some external force is not applied. And inertia of direction, when a vehicle, even a person is traveling in a vehicle and a vehicle is moving in a straight line, all of a sudden if it takes a turn, then the passengers are moved in the opposite direction. So this gives about the indication of direction of inertia. So this is all about the force. Next time we'll be discussing about the pressure. Have a great day.